ladies, it is your coach Robin, and I wanted to just take a second to hop on here and kind of talk about something that is really important, near and dear. And okay, I've got all my stuff. I've had a little brain freeze there for a second. Don't expect anything different. So anyway, there was a post on the 5th, so just a couple days ago, from Lauren in the group here asking if is Shakeology worth it? And a lot of you all gave your opinions and thoughts. And it was one of those things that I sat back for a couple of days and I didn't say anything. If you've been following me, you know that I am crazy about Shakeology. I drink it every day or eat it, whatever my preferences are. My family all drink it. We all love it. And basically we're cuckoo about Shakeology. Like we're crazy about it because it's changed not just my life, but my family. So with that, I wanted to share with you all kind of my experience with Shakeology, and I'm going to be completely open. If you have any questions about it, this is your time to ask. I am a completely open book when it comes to my journey. I will share the highs, the lows, the pretties, the uglies, and just the disgustings, because I want to be honest with people. So feel free to ask any questions you have about Shakeology, pop them below, and if I've got my computer here so I can actually see comments, and I'll answer them as we go along. So, is Shakeology worth it? Well, you don't want to put a price tag on your health, but unfortunately, the way that our economy and our society is set up, there is a price tag on our health. Comment below or share with me if you've had someone in your family that have not received the health care that they deserved from their insurance because something wasn't approved. Maybe cancer treatment or medications or pills that someone felt like they needed, but it wasn't covered underneath insurance and they couldn't afford to receive it. How many times has that happened to somebody in our lives? You know, or insurance will cover part of it, but the copay is $50 and they can't afford the $50 copay or going to the doctor. So unfortunately, although we don't want to put a price tag on our health because it's priceless, that is something that basically defines our longevity and our quality of life. Hey, Stephanie. Hey, Jennifer. Hey, Claire. But we have to. Because things aren't free. We don't live in a socialist society. We're not one of those countries. We're a capitalist country. So, and I don't know, I'm not going to go into all the specifics about the economy, but you have to put a price tag on your health. And I want you to think about how much money have you spent in the last year or two on getting healthier? How many weight loss products have you tried? How many diets have you tried? How many times have you joined a gym and not gone? How many times have you gone to, you've gone and done these things and you invested in these things or all these pills and you don't follow the protocol? They may work. You're not working them though. Does that make sense? So I want you to think about that and post below, like if you've purchased things or, even if you did work them for a little bit, but then you fell off the wagon, so to speak. I would like to know what you have tried, because you have to put a price tag on your health. You have to. To me, emotionally, my health is priceless to me. All right. But unfortunately, with the society that we live in, there is a price tag on it. And that's just how it is. And with PCOS, there's no denying that our bodies are craving nutrition. If we feed our bodies crap food, processed food, fake stuff, they're going to rebel against us. How often do you eat like bread or something very processed or sugary and then you bloat up the next day because of just some of the things in it that cause inflammation, or your hormones go out of whack, and you're just bloated and you feel gross? That's our bodies rebelling against us, because our bodies were not meant to basically have foods like that, and just because it's edible doesn't mean it's food. So that's one of the things I like to work with women about, is teaching them what are actual things that are healthy for us to eat, because I believe that we can either use food as a healing property, as a supplement for our body, or we can use food to basically be a drug for our body. It can be a medicine or a supplement or a drug. So how do you view food? What do you use food as? And so, in going back, because I'm kind of digressing, I'm going all over the place. You have to put a price tag on your health, because what's it worth to you? So when you are given a prescription from the doctor and you have a copay, Okay, so you are willing to invest in that medication because the doctor says it's going to benefit you. You have trust in that doctor. So what you do is you invest your money. You put that price tag on your health to get healthier. Am I right? Like, do you agree with that? Does that make sense? And if you're told and you go to do research and you find out that you need to take 10 different supplements to help basically with all of these things with PCOS, you're going to, if you're serious about getting healthier, you're going to invest in all those supplements. How many here of you all are taking at least 5 to 10 supplements a day? Back like 3 years ago, I was taking like 20 pills a day. And on days where I would have a headache or I was really tired or something like that, I would take up to 25 different things. And I've kept this behind as a reminder of how far I've come. This was filled with pills. So even though I didn't realize it at the time, I was investing in my health, but I was investing in it in this container. I was investing in all the pills and supplements that I was told from a doctor or that I read online that I believed would be helpful for me. So I invested in my health because my health, my quality of life, and the longevity of it is priceless to me. You know, because I was doing everything I was told to do, but I was still struggling. I even had weight loss surgery years ago, ladies. I lost weight. I gained it back once I could eat. So really, I am willing to invest. If I see the value in something, I will put my money where my mouth is. And that's just me. And if I don't have the money up front, I will save for it. When there's a will, there's a way. If you want something to happen, you got to make it happen. It's not just going to happen. And that's with your goals. That's with everything. That's whatever may come across in your life. Hey, Carla. Hey, Nicole. So anyways, I've been rambling. So is Shakeology worth it? Yes. To me, it has been. And to you, it may not be. But I'm telling you, for my journey and my personal growth, for where I was and where I am now, it was. I used to fill this up, 20 pills a day or so, with all types of pills, supplements, you name it. And that was basically my routine. I lost weight, I gained it, you know how that goes. But it wasn't until I found a woman who turned into a wonderful mentor. Her and her husband has really helped me along my journey. And she was a health coach online, virtual. And I'm like, it's perfect. I'm an introvert. I will be on an online group because I don't have to show up to fitness classes and be embarrassed or, when I have to stop, because I was not healthy. I was not in shape. So I wanted to be able to do something in my home. I have adopted 6 kids. I cannot just up and go to the gym whenever I want. Like, that takes time and effort. So being able to do it at home when it's convenient for me, not having to drag my kids out of the house was important. And mind you, I don't like to exercise, but I know that it's good for my body, so I'm going to do it. I'm investing in my body, whether it's with time, money, energy, whether it's personally trying to grow my mind, because I think that's also important. But is Shakeology worth it? Yes, yes, yes. Because now I no longer have this. This in of itself, this non-scale victory, is priceless for me. If you're willing and you're okay popping 15 to 20 pills a day in supplements, that's fine. That's your personal choice. But for me, I did an experiment. And I made a video about this, I guess 2 years ago, about 2.5 years ago. It was the summer of 2015. I had drank Shakeology for about 3 months at that time. And I did an experiment with my doctor where I stopped all my medication. Now, at the time that I was on medication, I'm going to tell you kind of where my health was still, even on medication. My A1C, which measures your glucose, was like 7.1 or something. It was very, very high, which begins like organ damage, guys. Like, not good at all. And at that point, I would consider myself a decent eater, okay? Like it wasn't the cleanest. I was probably 730 rule, if that makes sense. I was on high cholesterol medication. My triglycerides were in the 300s, and I'd been on that for like 10 years or so. I was also on medication for gastritis, acid reflux, and IBS, which some of that stemmed from my gallbladder getting taken out, but some of it was just from a poor gut health. I was constantly in the bathroom. To be honest, a lot of things irritated my stomach. I had a colonoscopy and EGD done at the same time just to kind of figure out what was going on. And that's how they found out I had so many stomach issues. So I was on different probiotics and prebiotics, you know, those probiotics to help with that gut health. And those were not cheap. I want to say I ballpark maybe $30 for maybe not even a month's supply. And that was just one pill that I was on, or I might have been like 2 pills. But you know what I mean? That was one supplement that I was taking for my health. And when I found Shakeology, I was very skeptical, very. And, but I want to tell you, this is my one-stop shop. If you have PCOS, and even if you don't, but I want to say even more so, if you have PCOS, you need this more than just a normal average person, because their body is able to absorb a lot of the nutrients in the foods that we eat. But how many people actually eat like 7 to 8 vegetables a day? Do you? I don't. But even with PCOS, it's harder for our body to absorb nutrients. It just is. And with this, I love it because it has a lot of micronutrients. If you get down to the science level of it, and I'm not going to go into it too much. If you want some of the nerdy stuff about it, message me and we'll do some nerdy talk, okay? But to kind of keep it like at the elementary level, it has micronutrients in there to help you be able to absorb the macronutrients. So macronutrients are those nutrients that we typically hear of, you know, whether it's the nutrition and the protein and the carbs and the fat and stuff, and just all the other things that go along with it. But there are different blends in here. I want to say there's like over 70 superfoods in here. And a lot of the same exact supplements that I was taking in here are in here. There are a lot of things in here that do help women with PCOS. And then there are a lot of things that are just additional benefits that are just going to help you on your journey. I no longer take any of those medications for IBS, gastritis, or acid reflux. Probiotics and prebiotics are in here, along with adaptogen herbs, ashwagandha. I always have a hard word with that word. I always have a hard time with that word. There are tons of different things. There's maca in here. There's even matcha, like for the matcha tea. The adaptogens, they help the body adapt and respond to the effects of stress and just that gut health. Guys, like they're also a probiotic, prebiotic blend in here. So I'm no longer taking those probiotics that I was needing to help clear up that gut health. There's super greens, a phytonutrient blend to help basically health and vitality. There's a superfruit / antioxidant blend, which basically will help to fight free radical change. And this is stuff like if once you start doing research about gut health and just your overall nutrients that our bodies need and desire that we're unable to get in everyday food, you will hear a lot of these things. And you're like, wow, like Shakeology has that. Wow, Shakeology has that. Also has a protein blend. You can get it in regular with whey or vegan. My family, we personally, we prefer the vegan flavors. That we just like the flavors better. And then there's no artificial sweeteners. I can send you the ingredients. But this has basically been my one-stop shop for PCOS. I'm no longer on high cholesterol medication. After 3 months, my triglycerides dropped over 220 points. And being on medication couldn't even help that. So priceless non-scale victory there. My A1C dropped almost 2 full points. No longer on diabetic medication. Guys, this has really been able to help me on my health journey. This is not a weight loss shake. If you think you're going to take this and lose a bunch of weight, you're wrong. I'm going to tell you that. Like I want you to know what you're getting into when you're investing in something like this. So instead of investing in this, how about you invest in this? Because not only you're going to be able to get all of this, you're also going to get something that actually tastes good. And you're not going to feel like you're cheating. I make all sorts of different types of shakes every day. I make fudge. I make mug cake. I make cookie dough. I'm telling you guys, the recipes are endless with this. So not only am I getting all the nutrients of this, plus a crap ton more than what was normally in here, to be honest. I'm getting all these extras that I would have never heard of, or I would have to pay an arm and a leg for in a health store. It's all in here, and it actually tastes good. And I can have my desserts, not have that guilt. Because I'm telling you what, if anything, the guilt kills me more than anything sometimes when I quote unquote cheat. And it really does help with cravings and sugar. I've had so many women in the PCOS Academy say, You know, I'm not tempted to eat cookies anymore. Once I have my shake, like I crave my shake. You know, and it's not one of those things that you can take this and this will fix you. No, this is a supplement, guys. Okay, it's a supplement. I don't recommend, so a lot of people say, well, it's a meal replacement. I only recommend it as a meal replacement if you're skipping meals. Okay, and then I'm going to recommend for you to add peanut butter or like a half a banana, or you can add so many things to this depending on your recipe. I'm going to suggest that you add more things to it because this is not a meal in of itself. This is a snack or something like that. Like this is, so only as a meal if you're skipping meals, and then you can have this with something smaller and make it a meal. So there's really no absolute rules, no wrongs and rights with this, guys. Like what makes it right is because you make it fit into your meal plan. And that's what I love. In the PCOS Academy, I help women with meal planning. I can set you up with a meal plan for 30 days, give you recipe every single day, give you a workout plan that will tell you exactly what to do. You'll get a calendar with it. And we also read a book called The Champagne Diet, which is absolutely phenomenal to grow your mind. I'm telling you what, like so often we focus on the physical aspects of our journey and what the scale says and how clothes fit and all these other things. But the thing is, we need to also work out our mind. Hey, Leanne. So I was like, Leanne, sorry. Anyway, I'm like, we so focus on the things that you can see, but we don't focus on things you can't see. And so I think it's really important for personal growth. So we read a book, and we have virtual chats every week. Hey, Phyllis, we have those weekly virtual chats just to be able to grow together as a group, and learn about each other's journeys and where we are, where we're struggling, and to help encourage one another. So that's basically it. Like, guys, is Shakeology worth it? To me, it is. What is it worth to you to get off of your supplements, your pills, to actually begin to lead a healthier life, to feel stronger, to have more energy? Guys, I'm telling you, it really is a game changer, and I can't recommend it enough. I know so many women with PCOS have had wonderful benefits from it. It is a one-stop shop. I know some people are turned away because it's an MLM. Guys, I choose Shakeology in the Academy because it has, not because of all the testimonials, but because of what it's changed in my life. I tested it out before the Academy even came about, and then I realized that this truly works. And I wanted other women to know that it works too, and they have an opportunity to do it in the Academy. So also with that, like I said, you get the meal plans, fitness, all of that, and I will help you as your coach along on that journey. And then you also will get a free PCOS Academy tank. It is super sparkly and gorgeous. I love it. So if you decide to join the Academy with us, we have several ladies right now doing 21-day fix, because we are not going to let the holidays screw over our goals and our plans. And so we're going to be done right before Christmas. We're going to enjoy Christmas Day, and then we're going to ramp it up back in January with another program. So we're all doing it together. We're encouraging one another. We're going to hit some goals before Christmas even comes around. And yeah, so many people think that 2017 is over. It's not. It is. You still have like 3.5 weeks to crush some freaking goals, ladies. You can do a lot in 3.5 weeks. So I want you to know that you don't have to wait for January. You can join us now. And if you join, you can get this. And I'm telling you what, and also if you're like sitting on the fence, you're like, I don't know if it's for me. 30-day money a day back guarantee. So you can actually come to the Academy, receive all the resources. Now, I'm not going to tell you to come get everything and then return it, but I'm telling you, if it doesn't work for you, the program works if you work it. I'm telling you, if you work the program, it works. If you're telling me that you've tried it and it doesn't work for you, I'm going to tell you, well, you didn't work it, and you could have probably done more. And you might not like that, but I'm just going to be honest as a coach. If you come to me and say you want me to be your coach, you're giving me permission to call you out, because that's what you need if you're coming to me, right? So the program works if you work it. And that's going to be one of my jobs, is to help hold you accountable. So you'll get your Shakeology, you'll get your meal plans, you'll get your fitness programs and the shirt, and we'll get the book. And I'm telling you, ladies, like this, the momentum that you end with in 2017 will be the momentum that you begin 2018. Think about that. The momentum that you end with in 2017, you're going to already have in 2018, and you can only go up from there. So if you go ahead and join us now, you'll be completely set up and ready to go when the new year comes around. And I'm so excited at the results that these ladies are getting in this academy. And I'm telling you what, it's worth it. So with the 30-day money day back guarantee, you can drink this whole bag and try it out for 30 days and see how it makes you feel. If you notice anything, if you don't notice anything and you try 30 different recipes or whatever and you still don't like it, you can return it and get your money back. All right. And I don't know if I've had anybody actually do that though, because they love it and they end up trying all the flavors and they have a couple of flavors that they love. But I just want to let you know that is a possibility. So there's absolutely no risk for you to join the academy. It just only requires you making an investment in your health. So what are you going to invest in? This or this? And I'm telling you, I would rather do this any day than doing this. So with that, I'm going to hop off here. I hope that you all have a wonderful day. Thanks, Phyllis. I love it too. And I will be chatting with y'all later. Bye.